Hey guys, welcome back to Tactical Pontoon. I'm James, and Christmas is almost upon us. Here we are, just a few more days, and Santa will be here. Helping Santa, I have definitely tried to make sure that I got out as many triggers as possible. I still have a log of triggers, and I want to thank each and every one of you if you're watching and you've ordered and you haven't received it yet. Trust me, I am working through these. I have a little bit more time off right now, so I'm definitely going to be working through a bunch of the triggers that I have on order. So you are not forgotten. Really, what did I take the time for this video tonight? Well, it occurred to me, and it's something that I've always known, but just wanted to put this out there. Recently had a customer send me a Apex, one of their the American flag on it, that guy right there. Sent me one, and it comes in a kit with the trigger shoe, a trigger bar, which is something that I want to point out. You can kind of see. Go to Instagram, you'll see a much better picture of this guy, and not that you would really want to see a better picture, because this trigger bar, and I don't know if it's really going to focus on that guy, literally looks just, it's worse than the standard ones that I get in. I don't know if it's been sitting around a while or what, but it's just looks like it's corroded. There's nothing really wrong with it. Just has a very dirty finish, and it's factory. There's nothing been done to it. That comes with a connector which says Apex on it. It is not the connector that they show on the website. I've talked about this. If you read my connector write-up, you'll get an idea of what connector this actually is. It says Apex, but in all reality it is, or at least it seems to be, a Lone Wolf 721 connector. At one time, or at least what the picture shows, is they were using like a Glock minus. Everybody told me they use a Glock minus. They use a Glock minus. Now, the picture that they show on their website certainly looks like it could possibly be a rebranded Glock minus, or perhaps a Ghost minus, but this connector, and it's one I've seen in the last few triggers that I've gotten in from Apex, it's a Lone Wolf. It is not anyone else's connector. If you read my deep dive into connectors, I go into the Lone Wolf 721. I personally did not have good luck with it. Maybe it was just the frame that I was using it in. I'll perhaps revisit it at a later time. So, and then the other thing you get is a plunger right here. I've since polished this thing up quite a bit, so safety plunger. Theirs was polished. I finished it up, made it beautiful. So that kit is right at, with shipping, $150. Really, for a basic trigger kit, I guess that falls right along the standard trigger cost. I think you could get an agency that comes with the agency trigger, their trigger bar, which is modified and is polished somewhat, and comes with the connector, for right around $150 before shipping. So $150, $155, $160 is about what you're going to pay for something like that. Now, when you look at my Elite Marksman series, which before shipping runs $167, if I'm not running a sale, which is normally $10, off, or perhaps 10% off. Right now, we're running 10% off. $167 with shipping, which I send flat rate, which is right at around $7. It comes out to about $175. And now, with the Elite Marksman, you are getting, and this is actually not a complete Elite Marksman, because the Elite Marksman is the Ranger Proof Long Ranger trigger shoe, or even the Edge. This one is just basically an Elite Marksman with an Apex shoe. So with the Elite Marksman, which is only $25 more, mind you, you are looking at a tuned and highly polished. I work over the working areas. I go over those, polish them even more than the rest of the trigger bar to make sure that the engagement and activation is just what it needs to be. I tune it for a couple different places. Then I include a far superior connector, the trigger housing that has over travel control for $25 more. So this guy, which basically is ready to drop in, do a little bit of tuning, and you're good to go, versus a basically corroded trigger bar, a beautiful trigger shoe, a polished safety plunger, no spring, mind you, and a connector, a boring connector, for $25 less. I don't know about you, but it's almost a no-brainer to get what is basically a tuned, semi-custom, if you will, trigger system versus a trigger enhancement kit. Really, it's hard to beat what I do for the price that I do it in. I mean, that's the honest truth. That's not me trying to be a salesman, which what I started this all for was to create an excellent trigger for myself. And once I got there, I decided to start doing it for other people. But at heart, my goal is to create a great trigger and to do it right and bring it at the right price. And it really, really, really goes to show you that what I bring to the table in comparison, because Apex has often been known to have an excellent trigger shoe for the money. But when you look at $150 versus $175, the difference about what you're actually getting, it's almost a no-brainer. So that's just me rambling, if you will, talking, just kind of giving you an idea of what the difference between something right off the shelf and something that is tuned, that does have a little bit of a lead time at this point. I am working towards, in 2019, cutting my lead times down, having more of the trigger shoes in stock, and just being able to rock these things out a lot quicker to you, because that's probably the biggest downfall that I have right now. So it's something I'm looking forward to changing and making better for you guys. So that's it. That's all I have to say. I've probably rambled on long enough. We will catch you later, and you have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you or talk to you before that.